Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing the new 2025 Kia Carnival. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Jerry Center Kia here in Salt Lake for giving me some time with this Carnival. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Brian. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Under the hood we have a 3.5 liter V6 that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 18 around town and then 26 on the highway, with power outputs being 287 horsepower and then 260 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So the front end of this looks like the new Sorento, kind of mixed with the Telluride a little bit. Where I see more Telluride is kind of like the hood here, but then these headlights definitely just like the Sorento. It's very interesting to see on the front end of the Carnival like that. Anyways, really cool with the grille trim. You can see the parking sensors there at the bottom. And so overall, I mean, for a minivan or a multi-purpose vehicle is what Kia calls it, it's cool looking. Now on the side here, our tire wheel setup is 235 by 55 by 19 in the front and over in the rear. And you can see here with the wheels mostly closed off, very boxy looking design for a wheel. Weird thing to say, a circular thing is somehow boxy. Anyways, you can see the mirror caps body painted. You got some of that kind of like brush trim on the door handles and all that. And then taking a few steps back, I mean the front end obviously looks different, but the overall side profile is pretty similar to before. And this leads us to the key fob. We've got the Kia logo there. You can see the lock and unlock function, the opening for the hatch. And that's cool for the alarm. We also have our self-park feature with this. We've got our remote start as well, so lots of cool tech built into this little fob, but we'll pop it open. Now popping into the rear, you can see there's quite a bit of space here at the bottom section. So have a 12 volt here in the back. And then I like how everything's very neatly labeled with the seat adjustments. And it gives you this cool little chart to show you how to store the seat and everything, so that's cool if you want to make the most of your storage area. Kind of like, but you know, the seats themselves, kind of like the Stone Go from the Chryslers. Anyways, when you're all done, just press that and that will lower the hatch. Yeah, they're going all out with these new lights here in the Carnival. That is very interesting looking on a minivan. And you can see with the parking sensors there, and then it's kind of hard to get a view of the back here just because of where I parked, but you can kind of see the rear there. I guess I'll just step on some plants. Nothing to see here, folks. There you go. And of course, fancy automatic doors. Now inside, really nice trim here on the seats. Pretty cool. Looks like this one's got 3 seats here. One's kind of folded up. Yeah, getting in's really easy. Legroom's good. Got a little storage pocket. We've got some cup holders here. A little 12 volt there as well. Sunshades here for the rear passengers too. And then we've got our own climate zone in the back. So you control for it right there. And then there's plenty of vents up top and everything, and headroom's good. Getting into the third row is not too bad. You just push this seat forward. There's a little handle there on the side to do that. You do have to squeeze a little bit, so make sure you don't feed your kids the typical American diet, and they'll be able to squeeze right on back here. But legroom is good. Got a little USB here in the back. So that's pretty nice with the seats here. And then headroom back here is pretty solid. Now taking a look at the front door panel, you guys can see we've got soft touch here and down below. This is cool with all the window controls. Mirror adjustments, we've got our memory seat function, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then here's the front seat. See all the trim down the center. Power adjustments on the side. You can see with the stability control, and this is nice with the trim on the dash. Now taking a look at the steering wheel, you can see soft touch all around. You got that nice stitching there in the center. We've got a bunch of practical controls, including our adaptive cruise control, lane centering. We've got our voice command volume controls as well. Then you can see the regular stocks there on the back. Got this digital gauge cluster here, which we can use to scroll through and see different bits of info and systems within the car. We also have our drive mode select as well. In reverse, we just got a backup camera, trajectory lines turn with the steering wheel, so that's pretty solid. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, quick response time with this. So easy enough to use, and you got the passenger view too, by the way. So you can be big brother on the kids. There you go. I see you, little Timmy. This has the multi-function controls here, so for the climate and the radio you can swap between them. Got the tri-zone climate with this. Got some charging ports, and this is kind of like our general charging area. Wireless phone charging pad right there. Shifter for that 8-speed. Got some cup holders here with our parking brake. It's the auto hold. Drive mode select right there. Heated seats. Got this is the parking sensors and the camera. And like nice finish on all of the controls. Big center console. Nice trim on top. Okay, you can adjust the seat there on the sides. Pretty cool. Good visibility here with the mirror, and then no center for anything like that. So there's quite a bit of glare about 2025 Carnival EX. After all options, $42,855 is the total MSRP on this. And let's see how it drives. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear. And it's so weird to see myself in the camera. Can we turn this off? Anyways, let us set off in what will probably be my future. Yep. I'm just gonna leave you guys at that. So, seats are comfortable. The thing I like about minivans is they have good visibility. I mean, even, you know, just big windows throughout. So even without fancy camera systems and all that, it's still solid. But look at the front end of that Sorrento's. Same front end. It's the lights. Which I think it's a good look. It's just funny. They're like trying to make the Carnival look cool. Yeah, suspension's nice and comfortable. The thing that's nice about minivans is because they're such a long wheelbase vehicle, they just drive well. Again, it's not trying to be anything but a people mover. Is this soft touch at the top? No, it's hard. It looks soft touch. Interesting. This interior doesn't look like it'd be too difficult to clean. The V6 seems like it's got decent pep. Yeah, I like how this drives so far. Like the suspension and all is nice. Yeah, it's solid over the train tracks. Braking's good. So it drives well. It's not really anything bad I can say about how this drives. It's not the most responsive, but again, minivans aren't supposed to be. They're supposed to be smooth, and this does a good job with being smooth. The engine and the transmission. So overall, the new Carnival, very appealing. Again, reasonably priced. Drives well, looks cool, not all-wheel drive. Now, from what I understand, Kia doesn't want to give this all-wheel drive because then they think it'll pull from Telluride sales, and here's the deal. Kia, no. It's just simply no. Look at Toyota. They have the Sienna that's all-wheel drive. They have the Highlander. They have the Grand Highlander. They have the Sequoia. They have 4 vehicles in their lineup. 2 of them have the same freaking name, and they all have 3 rows, and they all have all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. So no, it wouldn't pull from Telluride sales. This is a different buyer. Like I can tell you, again, like I said, this will probably be my future with how things are going. This is all about moving people. Yeah, that engine ain't too bad. Yeah, this is all about moving people. Like, this is, I don't, like, you know, obviously it looks good, but like, it's like, I don't care how what the vehicle looks like. I want to be able to fit my stuff and fit the kids. The Telluride is like the person that's having a parent, we'll call it a parental life crisis. And what I mean by this is they're a parent, so they need to have a more practical 3-row vehicle, but they don't want people to like see, they don't want to be like the person with the minivan, right? So it's just two completely different buyers. So Kia should, in fact, throw all-wheel drive on this thing. It would sell so much better. Still sells well, but it would sell even better. So let me know what you guys think about the new Carnival, and there's my all-wheel drive rant.